Hello everybody, my name is Star from Stargaze Imagery, and today I'm coming with a quick tutorial on how to use color dodge in Photoshop to give your art a little bit more pop, a little bit more color, make it a little bit more interesting. So let's get right into this. So if we look over here at my complete mess of layers in this Photoshop project, we can see that I have two layers hidden right now, color dodge 2 and color dodge 1. They're both color dodge layers, but I use them on different parts of the image, so I have two color dodge layers. Typically you might only use one. It doesn't really matter, just whatever works for you. But we can see right now this image, it still does have some post-processing effects on it, and it still is edited, so it looks okay, but it definitely could use a little bit more color, a little bit more pop. It just looks pretty flat right now, especially this like moon, circle, planet thing up here. So if we go ahead and enable these layers and unhide them right here, we can see that with the color dodge layers active, we have all this glow, all this color that's popping. It just looks a lot better. So how do we use this? I'm glad you asked. So let me go ahead and hide these layers again, and I'm gonna go ahead and just create a new layer. And I'm gonna bring it up and under my top curves layer. I'm just gonna name this color dodge tut, just for the sake of the tutorial. You can name it anything you want, whatever makes sense to you. But once we have this layer created, all we're gonna want to do is come up here to where it says normal right here, click it, and then go down to where it says color dodge. So once we're in color dodge, this will change the layer type, the blending type, whatever it's called, to be color dodge instead of just a normal drawing layer or whatever. So now what we're going to want to do is we're going to talk about brushes and the brush settings. So typically with color dodge, you're going to want a very soft brush, nothing too like opaque, too thick or anything, because you just want a soft glow. You don't really want just these sharp colors just coming out of nowhere. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and go over here to the very far left where our brush tool is. You can also hit B on your keyboard to bring up the brush tool. But now once we're here, what we can do is to size and to increase and decrease the size of your brush. It's going to be your little bracket keys, the square bracket keys on your keyboard, like right next to P. So the right one is going to increase it, the left one is going to decrease it. So depending on if I want a huge area to have a lot of color, I'm going to use a bigger brush, but if I'm doing something like down here on the rocks or whatever, I'm probably going to use a very small brush and zoom in. So now the actual brush, if we go up here to the top left, we can see we have our brush right here. Typically I just use the default soft brush that comes with Photoshop. And my brush settings, I have the opacity on 100%, but I have the flow on 25%. The flow is what's going to basically make it softer, make it lighter. But now that we have that, how do we actually use this? So what we're going to want to do is we're just going to want to take a color from the image somewhere. So if we just like go into our image right here, click I on our keyboard for the eyedropper tool, and then we just get like a blue color or something. Then we hit B on our keyboard and we size it up to where it kind of covers this, and then we just press. We can see we instantly start getting that blue glow that's mixing in with the pink that's in the background. We can also do the same thing with the comet if we wanted to, kind of bring it back, maybe kind of add some blue up in the skies. Maybe take this pink color, add it to the trees right here as a little soft glow, kind of add it up here a little bit, back here. Just pretty much whatever you want. If you want to take something away, you can always hit E. Make sure E is the eraser tool. Also make sure your flow is set to 25%, otherwise it'll be just really like hard. But yeah, you can just kind of tap a little bit if you want to take some away. And then what we can do is we can go ahead and get a blue color like this right here, and then we can go down here and we can start adding some blue down here, maybe get that pink color, add it over here a little bit, like this, back here, up through here a little bit. And now what we can go ahead and do is we can just get an orange color. Well, you don't have to do this. I'm just doing this to show you how I do it. I don't know why I'm saying we, like you have the same image. But these fireflies, I want them to glow a little bit, so I'm just going to get a random orange color. Size it up a little bit. Start putting the orange around all these fireflies. Kind of give them a really intense glow. Just like that. And then you're going to want to start adding the highlights of where these lights would reflect. So these lights would probably reflect off of these highlights on these rock. So we can just start adding a little bit of red right here, like that. Some right here too, back here, just like that. Some on the side of this rock right here, maybe a little bit on the side of this one, maybe a little bit thinner. But yeah, something like that. And then you can just do whatever you want, really. I'm gonna increase the glow of this pink a little bit. I'm actually gonna get a blue color, just like that. And now we have just from this single layer, we have turned our image from this to this. So hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you guys want more Photoshop tutorials, make sure to leave a like on the video. It really helps me and the channel out. As always, my name is Star from Stargaze Imagery, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.